How does hormonal health silently affect energy, mood, and performance in daily life? Hello, Miss Marina. Thank you so much for joining LeadersTalk.Global.
Thank you so much for having me today, and welcome to our school.
So, we'll start from your beginning. What kind of child were you? What did you dream of becoming?
Okay, so now I'm just thinking, when I was a child, I was more shy and more introvert, and more calm. I would say I was calm. But when it comes to physical activity, I was completely opposite. I was more dominant, more confident, more extrovert. So it's different, I can say, type of Marina it was. So when it's the sport, then it comes very dynamic and energized. But in daily life, I was more calm and quiet. When I was, let's say, child, when I was around maybe my at age of maybe 8 or 9, I realized that I like so much sport and physical education, and I was lucky to have good, wonderful teachers at the school who inspired me to love the sport. And at that age, I put to myself that I would love to be teacher at the school, working with children and being a physical education teacher.
So, who played the biggest role in shaping you as an educator and coach?
I would definitely say in early childhood, who inspired me about physical activity, as I mentioned, my teachers, and as well I would definitely mention my father, who always challenged me and inspired me to do sport. But as a coach and being a teacher, definitely I learned a lot from my professors from university, and this is how I shaped my career actually. So I had very good, passionate professors from university that they later inspired me and then just passed on me that definitely I would love to be more into this field.
What was the hardest challenge you faced early in your career?
So I would definitely say I had one sport injury, and that questioned me how well I will perform and how it will impact my performance and being as a, let's say, educator and coach. And actually that problem challenged me more, even to understand how body moves better and how we can move on better and smarter way with real understanding human body. And that actually helped me to shape my career and help people later on with the same problem and even more. And I think that was my biggest challenge, and I really overcome, and I think this is the best experience for me that I took from this problem.
So, Miss Marina, on a deeper level, what does being a physical education specialist truly mean to you?
Being a physical education specialist, it means inspiring learners to develop a lifelong relationship with the movement. It's about developing positive habits, consistency, let's say a healthy mindset that will support them beyond the school and academically lecture. When it comes to mindset, mindset drives everything: consistency, discipline, and growth. And usually and often starts from belief before the ability. So I will give example. If a child thinks that he cannot do something, then this is the belief that he cannot do it. And that's why it's important to have this mindset, like strong mindset, developing mindset, that will challenge learners and to try something, and this will be actually a positive mindset for developing and learning.
How does hormonal health silently affect energy, mood, and performance in daily lives?
When we speak about hormonal health, it refers to how well our endocrine system is working. Hormones influence how energized we feel, how we respond to stress, how we respond emotionally, and how well we recover and focus in a daily task. When hormones are balanced, then everything feels more easier, smoother, and energy is more stable. And when the hormones are not balanced, then out of balance, let's say, then people may often feel fatigue, irritability, low motivation, and as well reduce the physical and emotional performance without realizing the underlying problem is actually about hormones. And that's why it is important to speak about hormonal health and what it is.
What are the non-negotiable daily habits keep you physically fit and mentally strong?
I like this question because I know very well how actually physical activity positively influence my well-being. And I would say my favorite daily habits are training at the gym, let's say some strength training, Pilates, or some stretching exercises, and as well mindful breathing, because it will help me to calm more my nervous system and relax from, let's say, all day activities that I had in a day. And I would recommend everybody to start, even if they can today, with physical activity, because it is first of all for their health, and it will improve quality of life.
How do you reach and motivate students who have low confidence or completely dislike physical activities?
Well, I usually bring those students closer to me and provide extra support and encouragement, and reassuring them that, giving them reassurance that they're doing well, because at young age it is more important they build a positive relationship with the movement, and it's not about being perfect and doing the movement at perfect level. It's more about building this strong positive relationship with the movement, and to avoid any dislikes in early childhood.
Why is mental health becoming just as important as physical fitness in today's education system?
Education system recognizes that physical movement is very important for body, but mental health or mental well-being is even more important than physical. When learners are supported emotionally and feel safe, they are ready to learn, develop, and grow more. The true well-being is actually being balanced body and mind.
So how do you design fitness programs that are effective for different age groups and abilities?
So first, I start with setting the goals. Then second, it must be assessing, so to do assessment of current, let's say, abilities. And then the third, I designed simple progression and regression for the later program.
Beyond the physical strength, what life skill do students learn through sport and fitness?
So sport and fitness, first of all, teach us, and of course students teach discipline and consistency, and let's say learning and improving over time, showing up, practicing, and then I can say they build resilience because they learn how to handle mistakes and challenges. and how to have setbacks in a healthy way.
In your experience, how does physical education positively impact academic performance and behavior?
Physical education plays a key role in children's cognitive development, and I would say improves brain function. Movement actually stimulates blood flow and better deliver oxygen to the brain, and then that actually improves and helps for better focus and learning. And when it comes, example, to activities like coordination, balancing, and timing, help strengthen neural pathways linked to problem solving and decision making.
How important is the role of physical education as a specialist in shaping a school's overall culture?
I would say physical education specialist actually plays the key role in the schools. First of all, organizing well-being day and sports day as well for learners. Well-being day is the day when entire community comes, like parents and children and teachers as well. We are all involved into this, let's say, positive culture and building something for community and lifelong relationship.
So, what strategies help you to inspire students to adopt a lifelong fitness and healthy lifestyle mindset?
For young children, the biggest strategy is making movement feels positive. If children develop through movement, like they feel something fun and they're enjoying and they feel happy, this is definitely a safe way that they will build positive relationship with the movement and for lifestyle later on. I usually keep playful, challenging as well, so that they can enjoy and feel positive in this moment.
What leadership qualities should every educator and coach consciously develop today?
Definitely, I would say never stop learning. This is very important for in every leadership and any education, and consistently to stay curious and ready to learn new skills, new things. Particularly in my field, it is about psychology, inclusion, well-being for learners, and as well, I would say one very important thing. It's about empathy and building the strong, let's say, relationship with the learners. Children need adults who understand them first of all, and then also setting strong and calm boundaries as well is very important.
So, what advice would you like to give to aspiring PE teachers and fitness coaches entering in this field?
Definitely, I would recommend to be patient with the learners because learners are still young and they're still developing their emotions and body, and we have first to understand them. Very important thing is to set boundaries, because we need to have clear boundaries, what they can do, what they cannot do, and to be warm and friendly with them, because they will more than attach to you and they will respect you first of all as a teacher, and then as they have to learn things.
Years from now, how would you like to be remembered?
So definitely I would love to be remembered as a teacher who inspired children to feel happy and enjoy in movement, physical activity, something that will last long for their future life from their early childhood. Same as I was inspired from my teachers, and something that they will build positive habits.
if you could give one powerful message to the future generation, what it would be?
I would love to say a positive mindset is very important, and readiness to learn and to learn from mistakes. So school is important, and grade is important as well, but actually this doesn't finally, let's say, give us value what we will become later on in our life. It's more important to develop skills through life, like learning, confidence, consistency, discipline. This is more important than learning academically. What is most important is staying curious to learn new things in life, and everything else will be much easier, and we will be more likely successful in life.
So Miss Marina, now we'll talk about hormonal health, because nowadays it's really important. So our first question will be, in today's fast-paced, high-screen, high-stress lifestyle, what are the most common daily habits that quietly disrupt hormonal balance, especially for women and young childs?
So I would definitely say lack of training. This is number one. Quality of sleep, actually not really good quality of sleep, and unbalanced food diet.
Okay.
And another as well very important option is being exposed to the high screen time, especially in the evening, when our body should relax and produce hormones that they're at midnight, which is melatonin, needs to produce growth hormone, and everything recovers and repairs during the night.
How can simple foundations like movement, nutrition, quality sleep, and stress management help support hormonal health naturally?
Okay, so we would say regular movement helps with the insulin sensitivity, which means muscles easier receive glucose from bloodstream, and we use this as a source of energy.
Okay.
And if we don't do physical activity, let's say this glucose stays in our blood and circling, and then our muscles cannot receive this energy from the glucose. As well, I would say balanced food helps, provides actually essential macro and micronutrients that support hormonal production. And when it comes to sleep, sleeping as well, it is very important because it supports production of melatonin and reducing cortisol, and allowing growth hormone to as well produce during the night. And stress management helps stabilize hypothalamic pituitary glands, ASICs, and together all these habits stabilize the energy, mood, and supports, let's say, hormonal development in women and as well in children.
So, Miss Marina, if you had to give a woman a simple roadmap to support their hormones, where should they begin first?
Well, everything is somehow together, but let's say everybody must feel rested. So I would say quality of sleep must come, let's say, first. Because if we are not rested enough, then we are not really able to perform physically and as well mentally.
True.
So it is very important to be enough having a sleep time.
Okay.
And then we are moving to the movement. So physical activity is very, very important. And it is not important to do high intensity or with let's say
heavy weights
or something like that. So it is more about being consistent and staying on the task for movement. And as well, very, very important, even more important than I would say, physical activity, it is a diet, because from diet it actually starts everything. If person wants to let's say lose weight or something, so the nutrition is actually around 70% and training comes 30%. But all these three habits are very combined into one, and if some part is missing, it might happen disbalance and hormonal change. So when it comes to optimal hours of sleeping, let's say quality of sleep, we should go to the bed around 10:30, 11 maximum, and to have around 7 to 8 hours of sleep, and until, let's say, 6 a.m., 7 a.m., it is optimal guides that it helps hormonal production properly.
Rapid fire round now. Morning workout or evening workout?
I would say middle day.
Discipline or motivation?
Difficult question, but I would say discipline.
Strength training or cardio?
Strength.
One habit every student should build early?
Discipline.
One fitness myth you strongly disagree with?
Strength training will make big muscles.
One exercise everyone should do regularly?
Let's say squat.
Sleep or nutrition? What's more important?
Well, it's equal both.
Fitness or mental health? Which come first?
Mental health.
One thing parents should do more for their children's health?
Support emotionally.
Your go-to stress buster?
Training.
Thank you so much, Ms. Marina, for being a part of this conversation.
Thank you so much for having me, and it was my pleasure to share my experience and journey, and looking forward for the next one.